So, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is one James and I are cautiously optimistic about, mainly because of the director Wes Ball. The film has been shown, and the first reactions have been overwhelmingly positive, and a lot of them have been praising West Ball as well. So I'll run through a couple of the reactions. So someone said it is a beautiful coming of age story framed around the idea of legacy and what happens to it when it's lost to time or subverted by the wicked. Westball's approach proves that the franchise has plenty of stories left to tell, and Kevin Durant's performance as Proxima Caesar steals the movie. There's another one that says, as expected, there was no better director to take over than Wes Ball. Of course, the wizards at Weta Workshop had a big hand in this, but there's no doubt that Ball's personal proficiency with visual effects contributed big time to how incredible this film looks. A lot of praise around visual effects. Someone went as far to say that it is a tremendous visual feat with the best visual effects in a movie since Avatar: The Way of Water, and the film never wavered from its emotional core. I tried searching so hard for a negative one, and I didn't get it. This is as negative as I could get, and this person says it takes a minute to get going, thoroughly introducing new characters and the timeline. It then never looks back. The visual effects are outstanding and great performances. Feels like a start to a new epic saga. And then another negative one ish is there are undoubtedly pacing issues, brackets too long, but they love being lost in the world, and exploration of Caesar's legacy is fascinating, and the ending is wanting you to have more. So James, what are your thoughts on these initial reactions, mainly praising West Ball?
Oh man, this is just the common theme of 2024 so far. Just great movies, just consistently. Like, despite what you may think prior to going into it, and we've covered on this podcast just how cautious we are about this one, because I'm currently rewatching the series, and bro, they're so good. Matt Reeves, he's just a master, man. Like, the way he makes it so tense, the visual effects, everything. He crafts such a good, a really powerful feeling atmosphere throughout those movies. So, you get someone with Wes Ball coming to this, and it's like, oh, well, that trilogy wrapped up so perfectly. There's no need for this. And even further to that, you got a director who just doesn't have the resume that Matt Reeves does. And Wes Ball, I think his most prominent thing he's done is the Maze Runner series. Funnily enough, it just got announced for a reboot, supposedly. So that's funny. But man, I may have really bad things to say about Wes Ball with this movie, but we saw that trailer. I said, actually, I'm kind of excited for it. They made it intriguing. It looks like a world that we want to get into and we want to explore a little bit more. So I'm glad from my, a couple years ago, I guess, aggressiveness towards this idea. I'm glad that's been quelled. I'm glad that I was wrong, because at the end of the day, we may provide criticism for certain things, but we're never going to complain if we're wrong and that the movie's actually great. So this is a good thing. I would say I'm more surprised about the VFX and the reactions that it's got, because we've watched the trailers and the VFX haven't blown me away. It feels right in line with the franchise that's come before it. War for the Planet of the Apes is astonishing when it comes to its visual effects, and that movie is a 2017 movie. That's 7 years old by this point in time. So, it doesn't look like much of an upgrade since then. But I guess perhaps maybe the final product is going to be a lot better than what we're seeing in the trailers, and that probably seeing on a big screen as well is probably going to allow us to appreciate those visuals just a little bit more. But I'm looking forward to seeing how it progresses this story. I still don't think it's a story that's worth telling, but clearly the reactions show me that there is something to be explored here. There's something to be excited about in terms of future Apes movies. So yeah, man, I'm fully on board. We see this both on Tuesday night, Australia and New Zealand. We're going to be reviewing it and dropping it in line with the embargo. So viewers, make sure once the embargo releases, I think Thursday for us, Wednesday for you guys, jump back on the channel. We'll have it up for you. Man, I'm fully on board. Let's do this. I'm ready to go. What about you?
Yep, me too. It was on my most anticipated list for 2020. What year am I in? 4. So I'm happy that I finally have a win on my list, you know. I've taken a lot of L's already this year, and we're only like 5 months in. So it's nice to see that I might be getting a big win here.
What did you have it on your most anticipated?
Give me a second, I can find out for you. I knew you were going to ask me this question, and I probably should have had it up. I had it at the 9th. I had it at 9th.
Oh, I had it ninth as well. Funny.
Yeah, so... Yeah, 9th. Yeah, well deserved, I reckon.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm more surprised by with the reception towards West Ball. You know, we came on the podcast and pretty much bashed him, saying his work in, I think it was Maze Runner, was not good, and we can't see how he can carry on Matt Reeves' legacy of this franchise. He probably would never reach those heights. Looks like as if he has. Looks like as if he's understood the world a lot.
Yeah.
Studied it a lot and crafted a beautiful film around it. So it's good to see that, and yeah, can't wait till Tuesday now. I want to see if all these reactions are legit or if it's just, you know, stuff like The Flash where people are just hyping it up when it's just a
Early hype. Yeah, well, you can never take reactions fully because, you know, critics that see this movie early, if you have the chance to go to, you know, a world premiere or get to see an early screening and get to drop these reactions, it's very unlikely that you see critics go on and be like, it's awful, it's bad. Like, we saw, like, there's been, like, awful Marvel movies that people are like, oh, yeah, it's so good. Like, Thor, Love and Thunder got good reactions. Like, you cannot trust it completely. The reviews is where you see, you know, everyone kind of unleashing their authentic and real opinion. But, I mean, what we've seen from the trailers, I think it's only good news so far. But, I mean, I've watched the trailers because on the NBA League Pass, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is like a sponsor or something for them. So the ad plays in every time out. It doesn't look like anything close to Matt Reeves. So we'll see what these are, if these reactions are real. I'm excited. Let's go.
Let's go, yes. And you guys at home, let us know down below in the comments if you are more excited after these reactions, if you are still cautiously optimistic, or if you just don't give a shit about Planet of the Apes. Let us know down below. Either way, we'll comment back to you and tell you that you should be excited for Planet of the Apes.